Welcome to Book Buzz, brought to you by the Peters Township Public Library. I am Miss Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda, and we are back once again to fill you in on everything you need to know about our library, the second half of April for the most part, of what's going on. Okay. We have so much going on, I mean, that we have to do 2 a month.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty soon. I'm surprised we don't do 1 a week.
Okay, don't.
Ha ha, ladies. I want to see them faint in there. Okay, we're coming every week. We'll do something.
So we have a lot to cram into a half-hour episode, that's for sure.
That's why.
But to start, we always like to start about something that's not necessarily going on in our library, but going around on a more global scale.
Yeah.
So we do library news around the globe with Miss Linda.
That would be moi.
There it goes.
Last time I talked about, because kindergarten registration's happening with the schools, and we're going to be having a kindergarten parent meeting, which we'll talk about later. So I talked about kindergarten like assessments and how it's changed, and that teachers are adapting to the different needs of the children, for learning styles. So today it is from it is from a website called Child Care of Southwest Florida. And it says, come grow with us, your parenting partner. 9 kindergarten readiness skills your child needs. Should I pause for them to get a paper and pencil? Okay. Are you ready?
Take out a piece of paper. Number it to 1 to 9.
Yeah, that's right. 1 to 9. Kindergarten, well, first of all, a little intro. I can't just jump into it. Kindergarten is an important milestone in your child's life. Don't we know it? Yeah. It truly is. It's our first step into formal education, which when they say that, I always think about us with our library programs. Mm-hmm. Preparing children for this step is the job of the parents and early learning centers and libraries. I put in libraries.
That's okay.
Because
you can ad-lib.
Yeah, okay. Well, but nowadays, this is, I agree with, and we've talked about it off and on throughout Book Buzz about the pressures of parents. Nowadays, parents are feeling more and more pressure to make sure their children have the necessary skills that will put them on the same level or ahead of their peers. Mm-hmm. Okay, which I had an interesting conversation with a mom at one of the kindergarten registrations. The child that she was registering is already doing tutoring, and will continue to throughout the summer. But I said, our programs are very helpful as well. Early learning centers help teach preschoolers all these vital skills, and they put them on the path to kindergarten success. So they came up with their own list. The principal of this one school said, I believe it's important for pre-kindergarten children to be able to follow directions. I've heard them talk about this. I think, as a matter of fact, at our tea that we just did, and the ability to express their feelings. It doesn't say, all the other things that I think parents worry about. We talked about a little time. Mm-hmm. It says, some of the reading and math skills I would like to see kids now coming into kindergarten, and this is very basic, are their letters, and be able to describe some of the sounds, recognition of numbers 1 to 10, and be able to write and recognize their name, which it's not asking them to be able to write a paper, and be able to cut with safety scissors. All right, numero uno, 9 kindergarten readiness skills. It tells you how to teach them. This is a great article if you want to get on their website, www.ccswfl.org.
Just in case you forgot.
Yeah. Get your pencil back out. But I'm just going to go through the skills. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Number 1, shapes and colors. Make sure your children know shapes and colors. Okay. These are readiness skills.
Well, I'm listening to all this stuff.
Okay, yeah, because you're soon.
Lucas, everything's blue. So
Number 2, that they've already said in the other thing, cutting.
Okay.
Which I never really I don't know. I never really
I have
thought
a
about it
story
much.
cutting
But
I'll get to after you're done.
oh,
Go
good.
ahead.
Okay. Writing. Have your child practice writing the alphabet. That's
Okay.
all. And picking out letters that spell their name. And it's not telling them to, learn how to do all this other stuff. And this one, letter recognition. And this is funny because it talks about purchasing a large set of letter refrigerator magnets.
Yeah, everybody has those on.
I remember doing that. And the kids would, just do words and,
Yeah.
and I kept them up.
It's all fun and games until your bassoon eats your cue, though, because we no longer have a
You
cue.
no longer have a cue?
No. At
That's
least
worth
she
a
ate-
lot of points in Scrabble.
No, well, she ate it.
Oh, dang. All right. So we
She
had
picked it right off the
Did
fridge,
she?
too.
She swallow it?
No, she chewed it.
Oh.
So
but
it wouldn't
it
stick
didn't go-
anymore. No.
Okay.
No, she's never swallowed anything that I know of.
Oh, well, don't try to find out. Okay. All right. So with letter recognition, number recognition and counting, like you said earlier, at least 1 to 10 to recognize the numbers visually, but also, have them learn to count, which kids do. Sounding out letters,
Okay.
teach that each letter has a sound. Reading readiness. As you read to your child, run your fingers under the words is one of their
Okay.
suggestions of many. So reading readiness. I guess, even
do that
just
already.
knowing that the direction, like if a
read
kid would
left
pick.
to right.
Yeah, exactly. If you pick up this paper, they wouldn't know,
Yeah.
from that. Number 8, following directions and paying attention. So that was in that little earlier
At
blurb.
kindergarten, or is that something like for premarital?
That is a really good question. Okay, well, that's a whole nother set of readiness skills. And number 9, and this is important, and I just always try to push this to the parents, develop social skills. And what I always say, what a better way to try and get them to be with other kids their age and social than bringing them to the library.
Absolutely,
You've got
absolutely.
nothing to lose. It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
there's
They're
nothing.
free entertainment. All
Exact-
day, every day.
Exactly. Yep, we're on. Yeah, we do it, and that's how the kids learn. And we've all been there, done that. You've got nothing to lose.
Okay, so 2 points I want to make before
Okay,
I move on.
yes.
So the fun thing when you were trying to give off the website, I just want to put it out there that anything that's ever discussed in the show, whether it be an article that Linda brings up or a book that we bring up, and you missed it somehow, or you don't, or we didn't reference or you missed what the website was, please just contact us because we were happy to share any of these resources
Right.
with you directly too. So if
Right.
you want to read the whole article, then just let us know and we can get it to you. So that's the first thing. My second
Okay.
thing was your second one that you mentioned for kindergarten skill was cutting.
Yes.
So
Uh-oh.
my story with that was, it does involve me, but one of my good friends, Erin, when she was in kindergarten, the teacher wrote on her report card that, little Erin cannot cut straight. And to this day, I mean, she's 32 years old, she's very paranoid, and her and I used to work together, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, wow, she takes a long time, because she would be like, really slow.
Oh,
like, to
really?
make sure
That's what
she
it
was
did to
cut.
her. It made
Yeah,
her paranoid.
so that teacher traumatized her.
Aw. Aw.
Yeah, so-
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, so you never know. I mean, this is going on almost 30 years. It just hasn't moved on past
Yeah.
not being able to cut straight. So, practice cutting.
Yeah, practice cutting. And I'll just tell a quick little story. Practice cutting, but not on your hair.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
wait.
safety scissors are good because sometimes they only cut paper.
Oh, okay. Is when my daughter came home one day.
Oh, dear God, should she?
And she had this little bang that was kind of like this. It was like real crooked and a big chunk taken out. I said, Angela, did you cut your hair? No, Mommy. And I'm like, you didn't cut your hair, And so I thought, oh, now I look at this and just think, I should have been proud of her. She was practicing her cutting.
Not in a straight line, though, obviously.
Obviously. I wonder if she's scarred by that.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's okay. Funny stories. You're going to have a lot of them with your kids.
Oh,
I just
absolutely.
threw away the agenda instead of my extra notes.
Well,
So,
you better. Okay, that's
yeah,
okay.
I'll look at yours.
Okay.
Oh, you're coming up anyway.
Yeah,
Oh.
sure. Well, yeah.
Why don't you do Hamilton?
Okay, so we talked about Hamilton in our last episode, and Hamilton's still a really big thing. So on April 7th, we're going to have a huge Hamilton's event for all teens grades 6 through 12. If you're a Hamilton fan, please check that out. Also, if you are interested in the musical and you have a knack for singing or would like to sing or learn more about it, we are having in April on the 21st, we're having a how to audition workshop, Auditioning 101. I lied, it's actually the 14th, Saturday, April 14th at 2. Val Williams is a PT grad. She's performed in New York. She's been all over as a singer and performer, and she's going to come and give a little quick workshop on how to actually prepare for an audition, any kind of audition.
Wow.
So that's going to be really fun. So you should maybe attend that.
I want to. That'll open up doors to...
Absolutely. Yep. So,
wow.
And then you will be able to use your auditioning skills to actually audition to be on for Hamiltunes. So Hamiltunes is a community sing that we're having on Community Day, which is June 30th. But we are going to ask for auditioned like leaders, you know, because it's basically like a very fancy kind of karaoke, basically. But you know, it could get really out of hand if nobody's leading it.
Right.
So we are going to have audition leaders for different songs. So you can audition to be part of Hamiltunes on Saturday, April 28th, from 1 to 3. You can sign up for a 5-minute audition slot online. All the auditions are being held online, I believe, or possibly at our circulation desk. So just contact us if you need more information. And come and, you know,
I can't wait
try out your shot.
Yeah, I can't wait
to... Don't throw away your shot.
I like that. I like that. Don't throw away your shot. Throw away. No, throw away. Now I'm going to start singing all the songs.
So please come to all those wonderful Hamilton things. It's going to be a blast.
I'm looking forward to seeing
what
whatever I can catch, you know, of it. The Tween Book Club, I forgot to bring it, but it's called A Dog's Purpose. The author's last name is Cameron, C-A-M-E-R.
Bruce Cameron, W. Bruce Cameron.
Yep, C-A-M-E-R-O-N, if you still have your pencil. And
I love that story.
It is. And you know what? I took it home, you know, to read it. And I was trying to finish up another book, so I had it like sitting. I think I even had it just sitting at the coffee table. On my coffee table, and one day I noticed that it wasn't sitting there anymore. Like Tim has a favorite, like a chair that he sits that has the little, you know, stand and the light and everything, you know, by the TV. And I noticed it over there, and I thought, oh, you know, well here he's already finished it.
Yeah.
I've started it,
good.
but I still have time.
There's 3 of them, I think. There's sequels.
He liked it. The only thing that he, you know, I mean, he's so more like realist of like, well, it was, you know, a little bit too emotional for the dog. You know, the dogs were just,
guys.
You know, I'm like just, you know, instead of saying grow up, you want to say, be a child. Just be a child.
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
love that story, and I love the movie that was done well too.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Well,
but I want to read the book first.
Your story ended in a way I didn't expect it to. When you said, and I left the Dog's Purpose book on the coffee table, I'm thinking, oh boy, the dog ate the Dog's Purpose book. That's what I thought.
Somewhere in the book it would say, my purpose is to eat the books off the table. Yeah, no, our dog did not eat the book.
My dogs, we've had books that have come to the back to the library mostly in pieces.
Oh,
because
yeah.
dogs have eaten them, and I just, as a dog owner, I just think it's hilarious.
Oh,
it happens. It's life.
It is funny.
You know.
What are you gonna do?
My dog's, and I never read a library book, but Zoe has eaten a couple books. Like she always rips the cover or like the last couple pages, so you don't know how it ends.
Oh.
When she was a puppy,
Yeah.
but I kept them because it was funny. Like I was like, you know, I had to check out the library book because I didn't know the book ended. But it's funny.
Yep.
So.
Dogs.
Yeah, love them.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I do too.
All right, so chess, when were you doing that?
Mr. Pete is back for chess on April 17th at 6:30. The kids are loving it.
Yes,
and Mr. Pete thought at the more towards like the beginning of the school year, when he was kind of setting up dates, that he would not be able to be here in April. So we had it on our calendar, then we took it off our calendar, and then we just found out that he, whatever it was that he had planned, I guess doesn't have planned. He will be there on April 17th. It's free. There's
Free
no charge.
instruction.
Everybody seems to be learning how to play chess now. I mean, chess seems to be huge.
It's trending.
Yeah, it is. So he teaches. He's a chess champion, and so these kids are learning for free.
Yeah,
and then he will on the side. You know, I know that he tutors and everything. You know, that's his thing on the side. But for us, he comes in and volunteers. Kids love him.
Oh yeah, it's
Nice-
fun. It's a
nice-
really,
nice
He's been doing
man.
it for a couple of years now for us, and it's been a really nice program.
Yeah, nice guy. So chess is on for April. Yeehaw.
Okay, so this is not us, but we thought it was a cool event, so
Okay.
we sometimes like to share the
I saw
library
those
love.
over there.
So,
Okay.
On part of
Do we have to show them?
eventually.
Oh,
So
okay. Keep it covered.
in April is Earth Day. So this stemmed from being an Earth Day kind of related thing. So we are having, in the fall, we do our costume swap, which is not our program either, but we always talk about it because I think that's probably one of our best things to
I
do,
love it.
our Halloween costume
I
swap.
think that was an ingenious idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So-
Kudos to Miss Carey on that one.
Yep.
So now we have, in the spring, we do a puzzle swap. Because a lot of times, if you are a puzzle builder, you might build it once or twice, and then it sits in a closet. My best friend and her mom are extreme puzzleists.
Really?
If puzzleist is a word, I'm making it one if it isn't.
That works.
And they do, like, in their spare bedroom, like, I want to say floor to ceiling puzzles. Like,
Really?
yeah, so they really need to participate in this. And so what you do is you bring in an old puzzle, make sure all the pieces are intact, and then you can drop them off on the 18th or the 19th, and then on the 20th, which is a Friday from 1 to 4, you can pop over to the library, and for however many puzzles you dropped off, you can get that many new puzzles. I believe that's how it's going to work,
Yeah.
which is exactly how the costume
How they
swap
do
works.
that, yeah.
So I have built this clothing puzzle many times.
And I have built this duck puzzle many times. I think I'm just up to here with the ducks.
So maybe we can swap and
let's-
trade and share.
Okay.
And now I'll build a ducky and you can build the clothes.
Oh, thank you, my puzzle friend.
So let's see if we can do it. It doesn't fit.
you know, this would be my style, right?
Well, if I put this one backwards, it fits.
Oh, funny. Oh, funny. All right, I'll pretend. I'll do it right. So we have the opportunity. There's a yellow or some
Now,
red.
this is more geared towards adults, so I don't know if they are collecting children's puzzles.
Very nice.
But, you know, we do think this is a wonderful
I do.
idea. So
I think
very
it is.
green, again, which is, you know, for Earth Day, that's a nice idea. So,
Excellent.
yeah. So talking more about kindergarten.
Kindergarten. We're leading up to this for the last show and today. It's called Cross the Bridge into Kindergarten. It's going to be May 23rd in the evening at 7 p.m. We are hosting it at the public library. Yay, Peters
Brand
Township.
new library, brand new program.
Yes, first year that we're trying this. Which it has met with so much enthusiasm already from the kindergarten teachers.
Yep, and the preschool teachers.
And the preschool teachers and the parents that I've even been telling
Yeah.
about it when we were handing out information at the kindergarten registration saying, be at this meeting. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn about the resources and stuff. So it's open for all parents. Again, teachers, librarians, and the kindergarten teachers, preschool teachers, et cetera, will be there to answer any questions. I have a feeling, thinking about how it will go, I imagine that the kindergarten teachers like Maria Hyatt would be speaking and presenting
We
something.
do have an actual speaker coming, too, from the WQD. A doctor is going to be coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they'll be, oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, so we
A
have.
pediatrician will be present, I believe.
Oh, that'll be fun. And then we'll be there, of course, just overwhelming everybody with all the wonderful resources
We want
that
to.
we have.
It's going to, you know, so the teachers and this pediatrician are going to talk to you a little bit about, you know, different things that you can do, and then we're going to show you
Kindergarten
what we have
readiness.
to make you be able to do those different things to get your child ready for kindergarten. Because
Exactly.
you know, you have 3 months for the summer to get ready, and we have everything basically you would need at our library, free.
Yes. I tried to tell the mom that, you know, and I didn't ask, you know, at the registration what she was having her child tutored in. It's not my business, you know, I didn't want to pry or anything, but I just had to give that little gentle reminder that the summertime is our busiest time of the year. We're swamped because we take in every age group up through teens.
Right.
And we offer so much to just keep them doing something, you know, and it's not like you're going to come in and read and have to write a report. You know, you're going to come in and have fun and maybe make something, learn. It's nothing but fun. It's not tutoring. It's laid back. It's not that there's anything wrong with tutoring, but it's another as you said, free
Right, free option.
to
Yep.
ready
And resource.
those kids.
Yep. And our summer reading program is going to be awesome. So the
Oh,
reason
I
we've been doing
know.
all these Hamilton things is because the theme for the summer is libraries rock.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of music. Some libraries are doing even like physical rocks.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to probably do a little bit of everything because that's what we do. So in May, at our next episodes, we're going to be telling you all about what's going on for the summer. So make sure you tune in for those ones. Because
And have
it's
your
gonna be
pencil
awesome.
and paper ready
Yeah.
then too. Right?
Yes. So
Yeah, you'll wanna
we'll
have
be
it.
doing a lot more than just Hamilton all summer. We'll be having. I'm looking forward to it. It's
Oh,
gonna be
me
awesome. And
too.
we have a team that's all really excited about it, and it's just going to be. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think collaboration with the schools too, because I
gonna
told you I
help.
talked to Mr. McGuff, and we'd love to get the students involved. If
Yes.
there's anybody here that plays an instrument, please talk to me after the filming. We'd love to get the kids over
Right, to see
doing
how these
instruments to
work
show
and-
to show our little ones.
Yeah, it's
because
going to be fun.
teens are always so admired by the little ones.
yeah.
And they just,
They're
our
like superstars.
volunteer helpers in the summer, the kids just like stare at them. It's sweet.
Yeah, because they like to see a big kid doing nice
they just
stuff.
think it's really cool.
It is cool. for
Yeah,
sure.
a big kid. That's what they think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, they are big
okay.
kids, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so so we talked about music. We're also going to
Yep.
talk about National Poetry Month, which is April. So we're going to talk about some fun poetry books.
Okay, you go first. You do one.
Okay. Well, I'll talk about. So Kwame
Yep.
Alexander is an award, won the Newbery for the book Crossover, and all of his books are written in prose. So, and some of them are written even in shapes. Like if you look at this basketball, that's actually a poem within that basketball. So this book, The Crossover, is about a boy that plays basketball, and everything is written in like poetry form. So that's just a totally different way to read. And actually, all of his books are written that way. So this is his brand new one, talking about music solo. When the heart gets lost, let the music find you. So I'm gonna be highlighting this book a lot for the summer too.
Oh,
So
that's great. I didn't know about that book.
Yep. So this is brand new. We just got this. So one poem is called "On the Biggest Stage of My Life, in the middle of the most important thing I've ever done." So like
Wow.
everything's written in prose.
I like this bottom line. We'll say it together.
I love rock and roll.
It has a
rock
rock
and
and roll. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're really good at karaoke.
Well, maybe if I had the
We'll have
words.
weekly karaoke in the children's department this summer.
I think I am thinking.
Something.
I am thinking karaoke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How to do it?
I don't know which way I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That'll be fun.
I'll surprise you.
So,
And I'll
Solo by
surprise
Kwame
myself.
Alexander, a brand new book. I'm excited about this one, especially with our summer reading theme being music, but then again, tying it into our poetry month right now. So what do you have? Oh, I love that one.
I know. And you know what? When I was looking at it, I know that I talked about this last
Yeah.
year. But
Or
I
at some point. I mean,
yeah,
we're
I
on,
had
like,
to bring
season
it
5.
back. There's nothing like a poem, a poetry adventures ode to a commode.
I think, yeah, that's
Absolutely,
classic.
concrete poems. And what concrete poems are, it's an actual thing that the poems are written and designed
In that shape.
In
right.
that
like,
shape.
Like the basketball on the cover of this book, which you might not be able to see. But yes, you have better
So,
pictures.
yeah, so this one, Ode to a Commode, you can see it actually looks like a toilet bowl flushing. And guess
Flush
what?
goes the sound of the toilet.
Flush goes the sound of the toilet, and then you have to turn it, the water with, okay. No, you started it. Flush goes the sound of the toilet. The water with everything in it vanishes in a swirl and a whoosh. And the bowl fills back up in a minute.
It is fascinating.
There it is. Ode to a commode.
Special.
So where was our friend that liked my sliver of liver
yeah,
last
this
time?
is better than that, I think.
I love, love, love. I just think
Yeah,
it's hysterical.
it is.
I think if you want to get kids to just laugh and have fun and think, hey, that's really cool.
Everybody likes a good toilet poem.
Or book.
Or book, yeah, for sure. This is a little bit on the dark side, but
Oh.
I like it. It
is
is called Lies, Knives, and Girls in Red Dresses. And
Ooh.
it is all written in prose as well, mostly. But it is all about fairy tales. Twisted fairy tales, which most fairy tales, as we've talked about, the original fairy tale tends to be a little bit dark.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
once upon a time, a strung-out match girl sold CDs to stoners. 12 sisters escape daddy's clutches to jiggle and wear out their shoes. Bluebird's latest wife discovered she'd married a serial killer. And Little Red Riding Hood confessed that she kind of wanted to know what it was like to be swallowed whole.
Oh, wow, that's something.
Gotta love teen books. So
If you kept your pencil and paper out,
the illustrations in this, I can't even show, but
No. That is dark.
it's a little bit dark, but it's fun. I mean, it's definitely a twist on fairy tales, but I would probably recommend it maybe for a little bit more of a mature reader. But it was very well reviewed a couple years ago when it's dark, funny, gruesome, and insanely original. So there you go.
All right. Read a rhyme, write a rhyme. This is a great book. How would you pronounce Jack Prelutsky?
Yeah.
It is so good. He starts out all these poems and then leaves them hanging for the kids to finish writing and teaches them how to rhyme and how to write a poem.
Oh, fun.
It is adorable. So I happened to put a little marker on. He did turtle poems. But so like he would start it like this one says turtle poem. He calls them poem starts. And I was almost, if we would have had time, was going to suggest that we come up with our own little poem, because here's what he'll do. He'll start it out, because I am a turtle, a shell protects my hide. Because I am a turtle, I feel secure inside. Because I am a turtle, blank, 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 and then
My name is Gizmo, and I like to knock off my filter.
Yeah. Okay, that rhymes. But you know what I mean?
Right.
So you go through. It's adorable, like a snow poem start, friends poem start, and it helps them, and it gives them ideas of how to think about them.
That would be really fun for a classroom activity, even.
Wouldn't
too.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody
It's like the
just
lesson plan's already done for you.
Yeah, you just get them all going and start it, put it up
Yeah.
on the screen,
I
and
like
then
Jack
have them.
Prelutsky. He always has some fun stuff.
Yeah, he does,
kids,
but
too.
this one, because it's, national poetry, so not
Perfect.
only are they going to love poems because of Ode to Commode and A Sliver of Liver, they're going to want to learn to write them.
Okay.
So go ahead. Is that another one?
Yeah, this is another one. Ellen Hopkins writes all of her books in prose and or like a poetry format. Again, she tends to be a little bit more on the dark side too.
Really?
So I tend to not recommend her books until for a mature high school is okay, I guess. Her favorite book, my favorite book that she's written, was called Identical, which was checked out, so I couldn't bring it in. But it was goes back and forth between what you think is identical twins, but it's actually split personalities.
Ooh.
Same person.
Ooh.
That kind of stuff always freaks me out.
Ooh.
So, and like the one girl had like this perfect normal life, and then the split personality had all these horrible things happen to her, but really it was the same person, and she was making herself believe it was somebody else.
Ooh. Wow.
Creepy.
Okay.
Yeah. This one's called Tilt, and this is about 3 different friends who basically their parents are all splitting up, and their lives are kind of falling apart, and so they're all like kind of trying to find a secure world while everything else is kind of tilting. So, and how they kind of come together.
Wow.
So this is called Tilt. I haven't read
I'll have
this
to
one
check it
first,
out.
but she's read up tons of books, and so and they look really fat, but they actually
do,
are
but
quick
it's
reads because there's not many words per page.
Right.
So
Yeah.
all right. So Ellen Hopkins
Makes you
is
feel like you've accomplished
Yeah,
a
there you
good,
go.
thick book.
Yep, there you go.
All right, another month down, and we have a lot more coming up in May.
We do, and we'll
Oh,
talk
boy.
about summer and all that fun stuff. All right, so we'll see you next time.